What's up, Raiders? We are back with a new Am I the Asshole for leaving the D&D party. The player, I believe, is the main person of today's story. And I'm pretty excited because this is a couple story, but I haven't read the whole thing.
These are either really boring or it's so much drama it's not even funny.
Well, it starts with, "Hi, I'm new here, but have watched many videos about D&D horror stories and figured I would share my own and ask for help or on or not. Okay, ask for help on whether or not I'm the asshole for leaving my D&D table yesterday night. I, 23 female, sit at a large D&D table with my boyfriend, 30 male,
Okay.
and a few of our friends together. We've been doing this for the better part of 2 years off and on. Our table is filled with mostly new players, which is honestly very entertaining. We have 2 separate campaigns we run in tandem with each other. Okay. One whom my boyfriend hosts, and one who our friend that I'll call David runs. My boyfriend, David, and a lot of newer players at the table are amazing to be around. They're funny, kind, and overall may be new to roleplay, but they're awesome at it. Just to keep things simple, everyone at the table is essentially male, around the ages of 30 to 40.
Okay. Typical guy friend group.
Yeah, definitely rough to be the only chick in that group.
Either it depends on the guys, honestly, because it's either she is like running everything, telling them what to do, and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, and they're all playing just like she's the leader, or it's the complete opposite.
I'd be nervous.
Yeah.
The issue rolls in with our buddy that I'm going to name Kyle. Of course, it's a Kyle.
Yep.
My
Seeing the
boyfriend and
monster.
I have known Kyle for years. One of our best friends. However, Kyle has been causing issues at the D&D table even before these campaigns for years.
Oh.
Uh
Okay. Kyle's the problem. Got it.
My boyfriend, who I'll call Romeo, has criticized. You know what, OP? I'm digging all of these names.
I appreciate that.
Romeo has criticized him on very minor issues,
Okay.
only for him to storm off and leave the game because of it.
Oh.
Kyle has always been that friend that you really have to get to know before you like him very much.
Okay.
Or even tolerate some of his many flaws.
Oh.
But
No guy like that.
a lot of the issues noticed from 2 years ago, he had taken over important roleplay moments from some of our newer players who are no longer at the table, and overall just kind of inserted himself into every moment without care of whose rule of cool moment it is. He made a blatantly evil character in my boyfriend's campaign when my boyfriend's only stipulation was that our characters couldn't be evil. That sounds like you. That sounds like what you were just telling me earlier.
I was doing it for the right reasons. We were showing the minions of the BBEG the benefits of unionizing. It's not my fault. I just barely rolled higher than the DM. A 7 beats a 5.
Well, it continues, but the biggest issue arose when he, at the table of Romeo's campaign a few years back.
Okay.
This wasn't crazy to me at the time because his character was evil and mine simply wasn't.
Okay.
He would consistently look at me, look at my character, and ask these pressuring questions that were only a bit hurtful at the time. Like, what do you bring to the party? What makes you so useful that I can't do it? Why are you here?
The first and the last questions are the only, like, those are normal questions for me as far as like trying to get like a new player into the
Depends
party.
on how you're
No, no,
asking, why
you're
are you
right.
here?
No, the why are you? You're right. You're right. I'm giving faith that is slowly diminishing the longer I think about how she described Kyle. But I'm
Well,
not
I
trying to have
applaud you
faith.
for that. But the biggest issue. Oh, no, no, no. All those questions. At the time, I simply thought it was the characters clashing. Again,
Okay.
I've known Kyle for years, so it wasn't the biggest deal at the time, but those questions still took me aback. They felt a bit unnecessarily harsh, and I didn't see him asking anyone else these questions. But we moved on. Yeah, those shouldn't be targeted
No,
questions.
it should. If she, I don't know. I was under the impression that she was the new character. I didn't. I kind of. I guess I spaced that they were all coming together like that. So yeah, that actually changes my perspective on that a little
Marley's
bit.
tongue just scrolled the screen so much. Thanks, Marley. Yeah, well, it continues. Till he spilled a bunch of sensitive, confidential information to a random drunk poet that ended up getting his character killed.
Oh Jesus, sounds about
Kyle,
right.
in real life, had gotten a job back in March, and his character was having its last session before leaving. Interrupted the conversation one of our newer players was having to spill this information, which ended up getting his character killed the next session. He wasn't there. He was going to die whether he had been there or not.
Okay,
Actually, I've been in that exact situation. We had to do that to a player. Love you, Kirby.
buddy, buddy. I wore your face
Your
for
character did wear his
context.
face.
For context, because I that sounds weird even in D&D. My rogue was a face stealer. Like literally became the person. It was great.
That was the most wild homebrew subclass I've ever approved.
Honestly, I had a lot of fun with it.
Now, months later, we have the secondary campaign with a brand new DM
Okay,
and good friend.
okay.
I went hard on my character for this campaign, and her backstory is genuinely a short story. My character is Romeo's cam My character in Romeo's campaign was the first I had made in a while, but my new character was my creative brainchild now that I had warmed up to D&D again. She is this extremely and very obviously capable combat medic who simply didn't need or use magic to heal people. Her
Ooh.
people and her mother especially were medicine people who worshipped the Egyptian gods but simply weren't clerics. That's cool. So she
No, no,
like
that is
makes
really
stuff.
cool.
Alchemist. She grew up in war and was molded by it. Now Kyle was the table Now Kyle was at the table in like the first episode of this campaign, but never really made a great impact before having to leave. So his character was thrown to the side as an NPC till or if he returned. Norman the Doorman.
Yep, Norman the Doorman.
My favorite character.
Love you, Derek.
And then the D&D table lit up. Our newer players were learning how to roleplay. We were working together despite our differences morally because we had to survive and basically break out of slave quarry. It's a whole thing. I love this campaign and I love to see this new DM's creativity truly shine.
That
Preach,
reminds
that's
me
awesome.
of the escape from the Drow prison. I can't remember the module's name, but
Yeah.
it's an Underdark one. It's I hated the beginning of it because it's just a lot of like, hey, I want to go talk to this prisoner. Hey, I want to go talk to that prisoner. But like once you get out of prison and like the escape was actually really fun
Yeah.
and like trying to get like the materials he needed and everything, awesome.
Sounds like a slow burn.
In the beginning, yeah.
Well, it continues, and I love seeing Romeo not locked into being a perma DM, being able to play his own player character, and this was happening for months. Kyle's character locked into the arms of out stronger character Grok. We love Grok. Oh, Kyle's character locked into the arms of out strong. Nope, that sentence doesn't make sense at all.
Which one?
That's yeah, that's where that this last sentence of that top paragraph.
Kyle's character locked into the arms of our. It's supposed to be R. It's a typo. Into the arms of our stronger NPC character Grok. We love Grok.
Okay. Yeah, out that
Hi.
that threw me off. You guys will see that in the screenshots, so enjoy. Let us know down in the comments what you interpret that as.
That there was a lot. Kyle.
It's not over yet.
There's more.
There's a bit more.
Okay. Damn.
During this time, we were starting to get some rule of cool moments to further the plot. Honestly, based on what I can tell, our characters are unlocking these ancient powers through this merciless desert. And despite starting off as these characters simply trying to survive and get out of slavery, we stumbled into an entirely separate plot that may be more than we can handle.
Ooh.
We were slowly being given these ancient powers. Really cool, right? That sounds like some of the stuff a buddy of mine is running in one of his campaigns. He's doing a Odyssey campaign.
Ooh.
Yeah, his players are like demigods.
That's cool.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
That does sound like fun.
Then Kyle returns, which I'll be honest, I missed him. Playing Magic with us at the table, but oh, I just read that wrong. Kyle returns, which I'll be honest, I missed him playing Magic with us at the table, but I was really worried for him to return to the D&D sessions.
She does not like his characters, apparently.
And his first session back, I wasn't able to go due to being sick.
Okay.
So I returned to the D&D session a few weeks later. His character story so far being Grok's sidekick was retconned for him to gain the ancient powers he has always meant to have. He had always meant to had he been there. If he was ever in the game, these were the powers he should have had, which is fine. The first 5 minutes, I sit down at the table. I'm told that Romeo's character had lost his bandages. He has had leprosy his whole life, gone uncured, untreated till he met my character. Our plan together as characters was to bring him to my home where his treatment could improve tenfold and he could be cured by my mother. That's cool.
I like
and
that.
a great link to
That-
the characters.
yeah.
I love that. And one of our newer players had a spell Cure Disease, which he had wanted to try on Romeo's character, which is completely fine. He
Yeah.
just got the spell and just leveled up, but Romeo and I both knew that it wasn't going to work. Even our DM knew it wouldn't simply be due to that it simply wouldn't due to plot reasons.
That's fair.
It may help in improving the condition, but it wouldn't cure it. Kind of like the stone disease in Ginny D's deck of
Oh, yeah.
boons and banes.
Oh, that Bane.
I had said something along the lines of, yes, absolutely try, but I don't personally think it would work in character. That's a lot of fun. I actually like that
No, I
character
like that.
building a lot. This sounds like a great campaign. Kyle then proceeds to haze and undermine my entire character. Everything about her character brought into question. Maybe Kyle's just an incel.
I'm starting to think Kyle likes her.
Well, what do you do for him? Rub plants on his arm in hopes it gets better? What do you bring to the party, actually? You have powers. That's cool. Why don't you bring something I haven't seen before? It sounds like you're only staving off his illness. I know you're a trained medic, but you're not really doing anything. Why are you here?
See,
Dude.
that's just an ass fucking hole.
Now, mind you, this is his second D&D session back after months of not even being here. Yeah, well, Romeo apparently should have talked to him. Like, that's
Yeah, it's good to know
rough.
that he got right back up on the bike. He didn't forget.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he had a bookmark or something.
He threw all of these questions all at once at me, and it didn't sound or feel like his character speaking to mine. It just sounded like Kyle talking to me.
Oh.
It felt personal,
Oh.
especially where it's the second time he's done it between two entirely separate characters. He never hazed anyone else like this, never spoke or brought anyone else's character into question like this. It felt truly like he just wanted me gone, made me feel useless
He
without
wanted
even
time with the
attempting
boys.
to get to know my character.
He wanted a little date night with the boys. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I
but you know
understand.
what? Talk about it though.
Yeah. Technically, he is, just not in a healthy way. Lashing out is not.
Without even attempting to get to know my character, and a lot had been playing into my reaction to this. I was
Okay.
having a lot of personal issues that day. I hadn't been at the table in a few weeks due to illness. Our schedule moves like this: D&D one week, Magic the next, the second D&D campaign the next week. I played it off, and my character became frustrated, simply responding with, "How about we survive this trek through a fucking desert first and then have this conversation?" That is a very mature way
Yeah.
to handle that. I respect the hell out of that, OP. Essentially saying the conversation was unimportant and storming off to replace Romeo's bandages. The only thing that truly got me through that session was the session itself. D&D is the best. But once I had gotten home and settled, my mind raced. I didn't want to sit down at a table with someone who talked to me like that again. 2 years later, this was beginning to feel personal. I understand bringing one's character into question during a heavy roleplay moment, but this happened genuinely as we were sitting down for the first time together again, talking together about where we were going to go on our map and what I had missed last session. I had half a mind to kill his character on the spot.
Oof.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
But I texted our DM, David, my grievances and told him I wasn't going to sit at a table with Kyle anymore. It wasn't too much for me. Genuinely, I love playing D&D, or it was too much for me. Correction. I genuinely love playing D&D. I love getting past wrinkles between characters' moralities clashing. For example, another PC at the table, the one with the cure disease spell, is a part of the society my character's people went to war with. The
Oof.
war that killed her father, the war that caused her to lose her leg, etc. That's
That's kind of.
dope.
I like that. That's a good. Enough frick. See, I like friction in the party. That's a
That's
good amount
good
of friction.
friction. Yeah, I like that a lot. And after a long role played conversation with him during a night watch, are able to at least survive civilly with one another while we're trekking a fucking desert with barely any water. That is
Oof.
so fun. That's awesome. It genuinely felt like Kyle was talking to me, not my character.
Okay.
And I'm visceral with anger about it. So my question is, am I the asshole for leaving my D&D table over this? Let's talk, and then there's an update.
Oh goody. Honestly, no, she's not the asshole for leaving the table.
It's a reasonable,
Yeah.
understandable choice. Kyle sounds like an ass.
No, he really does. Like I was trying to give
Yeah,
him the benefit of the doubt too, just because like at first like the way she was phrasing it when she was first talking about it, it seemed like that's how he was going to ask
yeah.
and everything. But the tone and everything that's a whole different story.
Even if it's just your perspective, that is your experience and how that all went down. Even if that is like just how you were seeing it, that's still terrible. If you saw it that way, I understand leaving. And I think it would be hard for Kyle to paint a better picture. Like that's rough.
I can see a couple different ways. There are because I used to be one of these people until I really started messing with the tone of my voice a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that just like your brother's kind of this way a little bit. Like they can't hear their own tone.
Yeah, my brother can definitely be a spicy player,
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
can be a spicy
No,
player.
I know I can be.
But
That's
you
why
guys
I check in.
don't target like this.
No, targeting, that's what really like kicked it over for
Yeah.
me. Like if he was doing that to everyone in the party, it's like, okay, that's his character.
I would need the targeting disproven
Yeah. No, that's
for
valid.
Kyle to not be an asshole.
I can't think of a single way he could argue that.
So the update.
Okay.
On details I missed and answering a pressing question. Events update is further below. Okay, wow, this got a lot more traction than I had expected. Way to go, OP. This post was shouting my grievances into the void in hopes of getting a few responses to see if I was overreacting, acting out too irrationally, but I'll give you the update and answer a pressing question I've noticed. Kyle doesn't act like this outside of D&D. You weren't talking shit on Kyle.
No. Yeah, you weren't. You were expressing during D&D, which makes me think this is his outlet for frustrations.
Or incel don't like girls, except that he's only doing it in D&D. So
and
yeah,
they play Magic all the time, and like they've known each other for
True.
years and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that it's just like his go-to D&D personality.
You're friends with Kyle. Ask him what the fuck's up.
Yeah, like actually, yeah, that's a good point. Why the fuck haven't you talked to Kyle about this?
So, as mentioned, I've missed playing Magic: The Gathering with him. He is very high energetic. He's a very high energetic person and can be a bit abrasive, but never intentionally rude outside of D&D.
I knew it.
Maybe rude genuinely and truly by accident sometimes, and will immediately apologize, which is why I mentioned you have to get to know him. With how loud he speaks, loudspeakers represent,
What's up?
and how energetic he is to be a lot for people and a bit overstimulating. But overall, outside of these issues at the D&D table, the maximum he does is just prod at all of his friends like anyone else would in a funny and endearing way.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Sounds like Brad.
I made this post because I don't want to be so viscerally angry at him, but I needed somewhere to let it out.
That's fair.
Talk to Kyle.
Yeah.
Talk to
Hell,
Kyle.
next campaign, you two switch roles a little bit. You be the douchebag.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Throw it right back. Unless you just like can't stand doing that, but like yeah, it seems like you're coming here to potentially get some other perspectives. Here's the perspective. Find out his. Talk to him and get his perspective. You clearly still want to consider him a friend. Friends can talk.
It always just boils down to, have you tried communication? Yeah. To literally everything in life.
Even this Am I the Asshole story. Communication.
I think my next character is going to be a timid bitch.
That was a long one, but I think a great one. OP, I'm proud of you for trying to be really mature. It seems like over this whole situation, I think the next most mature thing you can do is talk to Kyle about it.
Yeah.
Because as you're clearly trying to state, Kyle's not an asshole. He's just abrasive. Those kind of people are worth still having conversations with.
Yeah. And especially if you're saying that he's not like that outside of D&D, talk to him on a day you're not playing D&D.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Just while you're in the middle of destroying him in Magic, be like, hey, bro, why are you such a dick to me in D&D?
As you're board wiping him.
Yeah.
Why are you being such a dick to me as you're just beating him against the floor?
Throw all your proxies at him and be like, is this what you like? Comment down below. I desperately want to know, what do you guys want to do with Kyle? What do you think the proper response is to Kyle? How should Kyle
Has
be
she
handled?
tried giving him a monster?
I'm sure he's coming with those.
Yeah, but if you give him an extra one that he didn't account for, that's loyalty for at least one session.
That's true. You should have just been bringing session monsters.
Yeah, just keep them in your trunk so they stay nice and cold.
But that, guys, was another really good Reddit D&D story. Definitely let us know what you thought down below. We've got Serenity back to sign us off.
She's so comfortable, dude.
Oh, good morning.
Marley's passed out in my lap, basically.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to lick that like button and subscribe.